Chapter 1: The Secret of the Forest. In a small town named Sun Valley, 5 inseparable friends lived: Emma, Lukas, Mia, Tim, and Lara. Since their time together in kindergarten, they had been like siblings, sharing all the highs and lows of growing up. Every day after school, they gathered at their secret meeting spot, the forest at the edge of their neighborhood. Emma was the creative dreamer of the group. With her long, curly hair and colorful glasses, she always had a vibrant paintbrush or a book with her. Lukas, the adventurer, had a passion for maps and stories of distant lands. His tousled hair and constantly dirty knees bore witness to his adventures in the forest. Mia was the intelligent thinker of the gang. With her notebook and inquisitive glasses, she always had an answer to tricky questions. Tim, the sports enthusiast, was the engine of the group with his constant smile and energy. And Lara, the musical talent, often wore headphones around her neck and always had a melody in her head. One sunny day, the 5 friends decided to explore the forest again. They met at the entrance, laughed, and exchanged the latest school stories. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon something that far surpassed their previous adventure: a mysterious portal between the majestic trees, glowing in iridescent colors and gently shimmering. The portal seemed to consist of a mix of luminous mist and sparkling crystals. Its contours were blurry, as if it would create a connection between worlds. The colors it emitted shifted between rich greens and shimmering blues, as if it were a living being. A gentle breeze flowed through the portal, carrying a touch of magic with it. The children gathered in front of the mysterious portal, staring fascinated at the shimmering colors. Emma, the creative dreamer, held her colorful paintbrush tightly in her hand, and her eyes sparkled with excitement. "Wow! This is incredible," she exclaimed, turning to the others. "Just imagine all the fantastic stories that could be waiting for us beyond this portal." Lukas, the adventurer, could barely wait to apply his knowledge of maps. "Perhaps the portal leads us to a forgotten treasure or a mystical place no one has heard of." Mia flipped through her notebook thoughtfully. "It would be interesting to understand how this portal works. Maybe there's a scientific explanation for it." Tim was enthusiastic and jumped in place. "Whatever is behind it, I'm ready for the adventure. Let's go through." Lara took off her headphones and listened for a moment to the soft sound emanating from the portal. "Maybe we'll find a melody that exists only here. I can't wait to discover it." The children excitedly exchanged their ideas, their eyes shining with anticipation. Finally, they nodded to each other, took hands, and took the step through the shimmering portal into the unknown adventure that lay ahead. Fascinated by the shimmering aura of the portal, Lukas took the first step through. The others hesitated for a moment, but their curiosity and close friendship overcame uncertainty, and they followed him through the portal. Suddenly, they found themselves in a world that surpassed all their imagination: the Land of Shimmerstones. The Land of Shimmerstones was an enchanting world infused with magic and colors. The children stood in a clearing surrounded by glowing shimmer stones. The stones radiated in various colors, casting a soft, shimmering light that filled the entire surroundings. Each stone seemed to tell its own story, and if you listened closely, you could hear soft melodies and magical sounds. The trees lining the edge of the clearing had leaves in all the colors of the rainbow. Birds with iridescent feathers flew between the branches, contributing to the atmosphere with cheerful songs. The sky over the Land of Shimmerstones shimmered in a constant play of colors, from a gentle pastel pink to a vibrant turquoise. The ground was covered with a soft, moss-like surface that felt pleasant under the children's feet. Among the Shimmerstones, magical flowers bloomed in the most astonishing shapes and colors. The air smelled of sweet fragrances emanating from the blossoms and the gentle scent of the shimmering stones. Everywhere in the Land of Shimmerstones, there were small paths leading in different directions. Each path promised new adventures and secrets. The children were overwhelmed by the beauty and magic of this world, sensing that every adventure they would experience here would be something truly special. The Land of Shimmerstones seemed to offer endless possibilities, and the children were determined to explore every corner and discover all the wonders it had to offer. The children stood in a clearing, surrounded by glowing shimmerstones shining in various colors. After letting the magic of the new world sink in for a moment, they gathered to discuss what they should do. Lukas, impressed by the dazzling surroundings, turned to the others. "This is truly incredible. Look at these shimmerstones, it's as if they're telling stories." Emma tucked a strand of hair behind her ear and gazed at the glowing stones. "Maybe they're the key to all the adventures we can have here. I suggest we explore this world and see what it holds for us." Mia nodded in agreement. "But before we go, let's establish some ground rules. We don't know what awaits us here. Let's stick together and look out for each other." Tim suggested, "How about we draw a map of this world together? That could help us keep track and not get lost." Lara listened to the soft sounds of the shimmerstones. "Maybe we can also create a melody that harmonizes with the tones of this world. That could help us connect with it." The children agreed to the suggestions, and with excitement, they set out to explore the Land of Shimmerstones. Every step brought new discoveries, and the friends were ready to face every adventure together that awaited them. Following the glowing shimmerstones that served as guides through the dense forest, the children found the forest itself to be alive, with colorful plants and shimmering water sources along the paths. Colorful birds chirped happily in the treetops, and occasionally, the rustling of small animals in the leaves could be heard. Suddenly, the children entered a small clearing where a friendly creature sat. It had gentle, shimmering scales that glistened in the colors of the rainbow, and large, sparkling eyes. Wings made of transparent material lightly encircled it, and a delicate melody seemed to surround it. The children approached the creature cautiously, and it came towards them with a friendly smile. "Welcome, adventurers of the Land of Shimmerstones. My name is Luminia, the guardian of this magical forest," said the creature with a gentle voice. Emma could hardly contain her excitement. "Luminia, this is so thrilling. What stories and legends are there here in the Land of Shimmerstones?" The shimmering creature nodded understandingly. "In this enchanting world, there are many stories about the origin of the Shimmerstones. It is said that each stone holds a memory or a wish of a being from another world. If you continue following the path of the Shimmerstones, you might even find the legendary wish stone that can fulfill the deepest dreams." Lukas became curious. "And what about the flying fish and the mischievous fairies?" Luminia smiled mysteriously. "The flying fish are guardians of the water sources, and the mischievous fairies are the keepers of dreams. They accompany travelers and bestow luck upon them on their journey. But always be respectful to nature and the beings of the Land of Shimmerstones, for they are closely connected to the balance of this magical world." After eagerly listening to Luminia's tales, a serious expression appeared on the children's faces. Mia cleared her throat slightly and asked, "Luminia, we are excited about all the wonders here, but are there also dangers we should be aware of in this world?" The shimmering creature Luminia lowered its wings thoughtfully and replied, "Yes, dear children, even in the Land of Shimmerstones, there are things you should be cautious about. The deep forests sometimes hold puzzles and trials that only the bravest can overcome. Stay away from the dark shadows that lurk in the remote corners, for they can manifest your fears. Tim frowned. Dark shadows? That sounds frightening. How can we protect ourselves from them? Luminia nodded understandingly. The dark shadows can be repelled by the pure magic of the Shimmerstones. Always keep a Shimmerstone with you, and you will be protected. Also, be attentive to the warnings of nature. The animals and plants here are wise and will give you hints when danger is near. The children nodded solemnly and thanked Luminia for the important advice. Together, they decided to continue the journey, now armed with knowledge about the magical world and the dangers that awaited them. With strengthened unity, they embarked once again on the path of the Shimmerstones, ready for every adventure the Land of Shimmerstones held for them.